I thought love was living and enjoying and breathing the same air that your partner breathes and cooking for each other and dancing. And I feel like that's still what it's supposed to be. You got to be a little bit more intentional. You have to be clear about what it is that you want and make sure that the person that you want to want those things with are aligning with your wants. I think everybody should love. Like, just love. Like, it's free. You have to be willing to risk them knowing every single thing about your ins and outs and trusting them enough to not take it wherever it's not supposed to be. Love is gonna fold you up like origami. Like,
Hi, Kia.
hi.
Tell me all about love.
Love. I don't know how to tell you all about love, but love is an amazing feeling. I'm not in love yet, but I do love my niece, my nephew, my mom, my brother, my aunts, friends. And I love love. Like, I love seeing love, like acts of love, acts of service. I love the aspect portrayed, especially in movies. It's just like, oh, that make you melt. I love love, whatever it is. I'm gonna get it, but yeah.
What did you once imagine love to be when you were younger?
Mm.
How does that blueprint compare to the reality that you live in now?
I always thought I was gonna be a princess. Let's start off there. When it's like, what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to become when you grow up? I'm like a princess. They're like, no, like, what do you want to do? I'm like, be a princess. Like, I thought love was living and enjoying and breathing the same air that your partner breathes and cooking for each other and dancing in the kitchen and watching movies together, just like embracing. I feel like that's still what it's supposed to be, embracing all aspects of another human being. And I've been reading a lot about it recently and what it's supposed to be in covenant specifically, not just like freely spiritedly doing vagabondness, but the blueprint now is it's a little bit more structured before you get to that point. You got to be a little bit more intentional. You have to be clear about what it is that you want and make sure that the person that you want those things with are aligning with your wants. Two people literally coming together on the same mission in order to become one. I think that's what the blueprint is right now, and earning and deserving the person's or access to the person's everything.
Why is it so incredibly terrifying to admit openly, directly, and honestly that we do want to be loved? Why do we feel a sense of embarrassment or risk when exploring that desire online, to friends, or even to family?
In the beginning, you're saying you want all of these things and you're beating around the fact that you just want to be chosen. Other people, they're fearful of other people's response. It's an egotistical thing.
How do things like money, physical beauty, innocence, lack of experience distort our belief in whether we are worthy of being loved?
Whoa, wait. So I do think that once you get onto that side of the fence where you list these things as qualifications in order to deserve love, like, it's internal. Beauty is what's in your mind, what's in your heart. The fact that those are even considered is the reason why there's confusion. Going back to the spiritual aspect of things, there are no requirements for love.
What does it mean to process failure like a person rather than a metric? How do we handle being afraid of failing at love?
Mm. Handle being afraid of feeling at love. Love shouldn't be transactional. If you're doing numbers in terms of trying to find the person or trying to find the person that you love, like, I don't think you should make it a checkbox list. Understand why whatever it is that you were pursuing within that relationship didn't work and learn from it. Change if you have to, but if the person that you were speaking to didn't really measure up to whatever it is that you believe you would gain or lose, be okay with that. Like, every rejection is for a reason. There isn't anything that you could have done to change it, and you shouldn't have to do anything drastic within yourself unless it's something that'll be beneficial to you. You didn't lose anything. Like you probably gained more than you lost. You can't see it yet.
What are you actively learning about love right now in this exact season of life? Have you ever truly been in love?
What I am learning is that love is gonna fold you up like, what are those things called? Origami. Like you're gonna be tested and folded and irked in all the ways. And if you really love, that has to be the foundation of every decision that you make. It has to be something that's unconditional in order for you to be at that point. But have I been? Yeah, I feel like I've been in love before. I think I have. I think I have. Not to the point of marriage, but yeah, I think I have. I think that's why it made me smile so much when you were asking the question as well. But yeah, yeah.
And honestly, if any part of this conversation resonates with you, definitely follow along. You can find me everywhere at Trauma Learns, and I would genuinely love to hear your thoughts and experiences too. What is the most beautiful thing about love?
Growth. Loving somebody makes you change in ways that are good for you and them. So, growing, whether it is financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in order to get to that step, they say whole being, and one whole being comes together in love under the presence of God. So, it's just like you're doing all these things to elevate yourself and become closer to God, which will inevitably branch out and flourish every single other part of your life. So, yeah.
What is the most terrifying thing about it?
It's a drug. You hear the stories about what people have done for the person that they were in love with, romantically specifically. So it's just like, what?
True or false, loving someone means taking a massive risk.
I want to say false, but I also want to say true. Like, I'm not, because it depends on why it's a risk, but it can be, everything is a risk. So yeah, I'm gonna say yes, it's a risk because you have to be willing to risk them knowing every single thing about your ins and outs and trusting them enough to not take it wherever it's not supposed to be.
One word to describe how you feel when a text goes unanswered.
I would say unbothered because it tells you how much the person respected you. You don't respect me enough to respond to a message. And if you call me after not responding to the message is a different story, but I really can't go into creating my own narrative if it's a choice to respond to that message.
Is unreciprocated love still love?
I'll say no unless it's if we're talking about in the same way because there are different ways you can love a person, and this is something that I learned recently as well. Somebody's way of showing love might be talking about five love languages. Somebody's way of love might be washing the dishes because they know you're annoyed by it. But then I may not wash the dishes, but I might prep the food before you cook because I know you like to. Just considering a person is the most foundational thing. So it's just like if it's being given back to you or reciprocated in a different way or format, then it's okay. But if it's just like I'm loving you, loving you, loving you, you're like throwing bricks at me, absolutely not.
What strips away our innocence faster? Heartbreak or money?
I wouldn't say money because it exposes you or gives you the opportunity to be exposed to so many different things that you might not be able to understand.
Insecurity or fear of embarrassment? Which one kills more relationships?
Fear of embarrassment. Because I feel like embarrassment can be a part of being insecure because like the root of fearing embarrassment is insecurity because if you didn't care and you were secure within yourself, you didn't care if you were embarrassed.
Where in your body do you feel love first?
I want to say in your chest. She's like, oh my god, I can't breathe. For me, I'm like, oh, but yeah, chest. I would say my chest.
Complete the sentence. To love openly is to be.
Free. I would say free because you don't have to hide. any part of yourself from anyone or at any point in time. It's just like, this is what I love and this is what it is. And I accepted the fact that I love this and I'm open to express that. And if you got a problem, that's your problem. I still love it though.
Any last words about love?
I think everybody should love. Like, just love. Like, it's free. You know, well, you might have to do some groundwork to get there, but love is the most amazing thing that you can experience. It's liberating, it's inspirational, it's exciting, it's growth oriented. It's so many good things. And it may not be romantically, but this is a romantic segment. So it's just do it. You'll be surprised what it can do for you.
If anything from this conversation resonated with you, make sure you subscribe and come back for future episodes. You can follow Trauma Learns on all platforms to keep up with everything I'm learning in real time. And you can listen to the podcast wherever you get your podcast.